Well, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but the new TV show Undressed is doing just that. Self-professed fashion decoder Kathryn Eisman is bringing new meaning to undressing someone with your eyes.
Ever since I was a young girl, I've had this ability to read a person's true character just by looking at the clothes they're wearing.
I'm going to invite each of you into the centre of the circle with me, where I'm going to do a reading revealing who I see when I look at your clothes.
By reading their clothes, I'll unlock what's holding them back.
When I look at it, it screams little girl, okay? Little girl lost. You just can't be bothered. And I want to give you the motivation to be bothered.
Well, Kathryn Eisman joins us now. Welcome, Kathryn.
Thanks for having me.
So this is one heck of a social experiment. How does it work?
Well, you know, people think fashion is superficial, but I have this ability where I can look at what someone's wearing and use it to understand the deepest parts of who they are. So we invite a group of complete strangers from all walks of life into this social experiment, this circle, and I invite each of them into the centre of the circle and I ask them, they have to say yes, no they don't, would you like to have a reading? Yes. And right there and then I literally undress them, metaphorically, and tell them everything I see about who they are, the best parts of them, past traumas, the whole complexity of humanity in them, and it's beautiful.
Is it always beautiful? Because I think all of us immediately think, oh, what am I wearing right now? I know.
We all become a little bit self-conscious.
If you like what I'm wearing, I chose it. If not, the project did.
I know, exactly. It's that stylist again. I know how you feel. But no, it's really about, it's not judging someone, and that's the clear distinction. And very quickly, I think people it's intimidating to think, oh, someone is judging me, but I'm not. I'm reading them and I'm looking to understand them. And for many of these people, it's being seen for the very first time, and it is very emotional. I mean, there's a lot of laughs, but there's a lot of tears as well, but they're happy tears because they finally feel someone has seen them, and that is beautiful.
Yeah, that must be a beautiful moment, especially because fashion can be so deeply personal. Were you surprised by how emotional some of those responses have been?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. I wasn't surprised, but I was there with them because I felt it. I mean, remember, I've never met them before. They've never met each other, before. And I'm telling them things that some of their closest family and friends don't know. So you build this instant intimacy with them, and the bond that I have with them, is long-lasting. And then seeing their transformation and the journey they go on is pretty remarkable.
I really admire people who choose fashion, who find their look. Like I never, from day to day, not on the show, but day to day, I'm a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy, and I never found a look, never chose a look. So what does that say about me? When you don't choose a look? It chose me, or will I not be bothered?
But this is the thing, no. Well, you did choose a look. It's just that's the whole thing about fashion, is that so much of it is subconscious. That's why it's a great access point to understand someone. You did choose a look. Your look was the non-look look, but you chose it, Yeah.
And which is very 2023, by the way.
Exactly. You just watch out, Vogue. Exactly. But it was interesting because it was also like you saying, I'm really about the mind. I'm really about intellect. I'm really about thought and humour and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm talking about nature now. I'm just talking about myself. I'm sorry. And so you rejected the aesthetics of things, but in rejecting it, that became your language of aesthetics. And also, there's a certain kind of playful immaturity to you that I think is expressed in your fashion choices.
Because I'm not wearing pants. I'm not wearing pants today.
Pete's just stopped wearing a tie, right?
That was a choice. Yeah, that was a choice.
So is this like he's having a midlife crisis? What's going on?
Do you know what? I think that you spent enough of your life you had to be this, you had to be that. And you got to a certain point in your life where you said, you know what? Like, I will never be good at being that version, like what society thinks. I'm going to be excellent at being the tie-less, shirtless, no, I'm just kidding, T-shirt wearing, kind of free-spirited, quirky guy. And so when you got rid of that tie, you literally took off the noose around your neck and became free.
Is he crying?
I feel like I'm on an episode.
Meanwhile, he wears a tie tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Ties are out.
All right, well, Undressed is streaming on Paramount Plus right now. Kathryn Eisman, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.